Folks, it's your boys, C900 TV. We're here live at Chicago's Flower Expo 2025, and we're psyched. We haven't even touched the stuff yet. We're outside of Serambe. I'm so freaking jazzed out of my head, but I want to throw it over to our local terp expert, our terpspert, Mr. Elliott G-B. How you feeling?
I'm excited, Bennett. I'm happy to be here. A lot of terps in the building, a lot of high-profile terps, a lot of terps people don't even know about as well. We got some secret terps, okay? You know, they call me Pheno Pete for a reason, all right? I'm getting to it. I'm getting in it. I'm finding them. I'm seeing what's going on, what's up, what's down, what's around. Hey, we're having fun. Woo! Shall we hop over there? I need to get some cones for my mom.
Yes.
All right, we're getting to the nitty gritty. Oh, Camino, okay. I know them.
Free samples.
Maybe we just do like a quick first pass, first walkthrough, our first impressions of what we're seeing, what we're feeling.
I like that.
And then, you know.
And then we'll get into who we want to interview.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So on the first pass, we have Camino gummies over here. Now, I personally have had these Camino gummies before. Let me tell you, we've had wild berry and a couple of the sours. And my sister, who's a bit of a weed snob, or not a weed snob, she just, she needs to be talked into the weed, right? She loves these things. So for the non-experienced user, the Camino gummies, they actually taste too good. That's another big problem. They taste really fucking good. You ever had these?
I've never had them.
They're so good. Let's see if we can get a sample real quick, folks.
How's it going?
Tell me the differences between tranquility and sleep. And so I wrote out a new campaign this year called Find Your Sleep. It's a lot more science-based and evidence-based, which is actually the genesis of our brand. So Hana and Central
So we're seeing this is the Lost Farm.
I founded the company 10 years ago because...
Oh, wait, there's more over there. Okay.
The Lost Farm.
This is the Sours Blackberry Dream that we just tried.
I'm
Pretty
gonna throw
good.
it in my mouth.
We're consistent every single time because we make our own products. Every single state we go into.
Hot dog.
Do not white label.
Hot dog.
Thank you.
My name's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, nice to meet you. I'm Elliot. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
Kiva was born in California. Kiva we make Camino, we make Lost Farm, but we're in 15 states now. We've been in Illinois for about 7 years, and really just focused on bringing our quality from California and keeping it consistent across every state. And doing some fun things. So I'm excited to talk to you about Lost Farm.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, what do you guys got coming up? What are you working on?
Our Lost Farm, I'm really excited. We just launched a Choose here in Illinois yesterday. This is the first state outside of California that we've launched them in. So really excited. What it is, it's like a Starburst, right? And so you don't chew it, you actually suck on it and get that sublingual effect. But it's live resin and strain specific and vegan and all natural ingredients. So we're really excited. These just came out yesterday. It's a different format as a chew. My other favorite thing we just launched is our new THCV. Have you guys tried THCV? It's like the best cannabinoid ever. It's a joyful cannabinoid, but also it gives you energy. It's your daytime cannabinoid. So this is a 10 milligram THC, 5 milligram THCV. We also put 10 milligrams of caffeine and B6 and B12. So this is I'm going to a music festival for 3 days and I need to have energy and go. I need to go work out or clean my house. This is what you take. It's so delicious and just absolutely gives you really positive, joyful energy.
Wow, that sounds dope. It's got caffeine in it.
Yes, I want to eat those so bad.
We manufacture custom bulk cones, custom packs of rolling papers, and we sell our own line of smoke-killing candles, hemp wraps, cones, and lifetime grinders, all for the smoking side. They're a lifetime warranty. So yeah, so we're really proud of that. It lasts a lifetime. Really strong, good quality. Yeah.
And then you got a bunch of different kind of wraps here. I'm sure they're not all just different colors for show.
No, it just shows a variety of all the different customization we do. Like different kind of paper types, glass tip, paper tip. So we fully customize depending on the brands and the packaging needs, dispenser needs, and whatnot. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Do you have any flagship products that you're showing off, or are you showing off new stuff that's coming up?
Our candles, our flagship, our hemp wraps, our grinders, And then our glass tip fatty, glass tip cones. We're watching C900.
I've been seeing people with little disposable vapes popping around this thing. Figure it's time for the C900 too.
Sucking on AI's dick. They're smoking that AI weed. That algorithm kush.
That's right, folks. Weed's gone digital. This ain't your grandpa's ganja, okay?
You're all good.
Good.
Oh, snap. What's
How you
up?
doing?
What's up, man?
You want to do? You want to be
You
interviewed?
want to do an interview?
You work in the industry?
You want two at a time?
What's your name, bro?
My name is Chris Yates. I work at Make Cannabis, one of the best dispensaries ever. We're brand new. We only been here like 7 months. It's we have all our product on the floor. Stop by. We're in Willowbrook, Illinois.
Come see me. Cheers.
Shout out to Mass Eye 999. Yo, you're watching C900.
Illinois Craft Grow. We have Blaze, that's our value line. Really good stuff, hand trimmed. And we have flower infused shake that's used in our infused pre-rolls. We have 1.5 gram pre-rolls, 5 packs. And then for Blaze, nothing infused, just 5 pack and 1 grams, as well as eighths and quarters. We just dropped a new strain catalog. We have Wet Unicorn. It's a hybrid testing at 33%. And for Blaze, Supreme Planet. Any infused pre-rolls come with this nice glass tip that's reusable. Really fancy.
Hey,
I'm
interested in that. Yeah, that sounds very nice.
Thank you.
You're premiering a new strain, you said?
Yes. Wet Unicorn, testing at 33%, is a hybrid for caviar. And then by Blaze, we have Supreme Planet. That one's also testing about 33%.
All right, awesome. Oh, have you noticed any trends in cannabis?
Infused joints, obviously. Like, even if they're infused already, putting a little Peugeot on there, get some kief. Also with our infused shake, you can put something on there, add a little bit extra.
Just doubling up, tripling up.
Everybody likes to go a little bit higher in THC always.
How do you feel about ice bong versus a hot bong?
Ooh, I like
You done a hot bong?
No, I have not. I was gonna say, that sounds like fun though.
I recommend just warm water, nothing too hot. You got to kind of dial it in yourself, but I say give it a try. Reddit, this has really torn Reddit apart. Yeah. So are you an ice bong fan?
Yes, I was just gonna say I love ice. I have asthma, so I'm interested to see how the warm would be. Yeah. You're watching C900 TV.
We are here with Forefront. We are representing Island Cannabis, Crystal Clear Distillate, and the community, the culture, representing ourselves and our passion and love for the plant. I'm Savannah.
I'm Jackie. I'm Stephanie.
And together, these three are Forefront.
Mission dispensaries. You can find us at our 3 locations.
What's like the strain, the product you're most excited about in this coming year?
Oh my goodness, our Planet of the Grapes is phenomenal.
Planet of the Grapes, folks. Be on the lookout. Okay, so would you guys consider yourselves sommeliers of like cannabis? Like, what?
Currently enrolled in a community college at Oakton in Des Plaines, and we've got a massive cannabis studies program. We got multiple certificates and just one of the best schools I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so beautiful. Because I have a couple scenarios, and I want to just know the best pairing. So I'm gonna like paint a situation, and y'all tell me like the best strain or like pairing, what you guys would do in that situation. All right. You're at the movie theater, okay? You're watching Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. They only serve Diet Pepsi and popcorn. What are you guys smoking before that movie?
Island Moonbow.
Skywalker OG. That garlic Z.
Oh, 3 different answers for a similar situation, but everyone's their own. Okay, I'm gonna give you another situation. All right, you ready for this? You're watching a beautiful sunset with your stepson, okay, in Myrtle Beach, and you just want to, and he's of age, so he's fine, you know, but you want to share a joint together. What are you putting in that joint?
How old is he?
He's 27.
Okay. Scooby Snacks.
Oh, that's probably Lemon Fat Man. Washington Apple.
All right. And our last scenario, are you ready for this, folks? Okay, you're getting ready to smoke. It's January 6th, 2021. All right, and you're in Boise, Idaho. Okay, you're not doing anything crazy. And then you see your third grade teacher on the news in Nancy Pelosi's office, and you're just a little bit shocked. So you want to take the edge off. You want to just watch a movie and chill out. What's the strain for that situation?
I'm going crazy hazy.
Kush Mountains. There is no strain. That's a fucked up situation already as is. There's no weed strain to cover that.
And that's a beautiful answer.
Our boss thinks this is like an actual flower expo, so like tulips and stuff. If he asks us like any flower related questions, what's like a buzzword or something we can use so he doesn't know that this is weed?
Mulching.
Mulching? Thank you so much. Here's some stickers if you want them.
Hello, I am Robbie. I am the Illinois brand specialist for Bloom. And I've been in the cannabis industry for about 8 years, so it's been a little while. I've been with Bloom for 1.5 years, and we are a California-based vape and disposable brand. And we like really kind of pride ourselves in our proprietary hardware, and we have really, really great products. So I'm really excited to be part of this brand. And we do 2 different kinds of vapes. We do botanical and live cannabis-derived vapes for all the people who like fruity and also people who like a little bit more flower-based.
You said dry vape?
Yeah. So yeah, we do. No, it's a concentrate vape.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but that is yeah. And like I said, I've been there with them for about 1.5 years. As far as the Flower Expo, I'm just like really excited to just see all the people that I've kind of known over the years, and it's kind of nice to have everybody kind of come together in a community space where you can actually consume and get to network and be with people that are like-minded stoners. So yeah.
So is Bloom just live resin carts and vapes, or do you guys have other products as well?
So in Illinois, we only do vapes and disposables, but we do have concentrate in our California market.
We're doing like weed pairings. So I'm gonna paint a picture for you, and you tell me like what strain would go well with that in your opinion. Okay. So you're watching Toy Story 3. You're drinking Grape Faygo, and Red Robin has catered the event. What are you smoking on?
I think I'm going to have to go with a Space Face. I just think it sounds like a little, it goes together, I feel like. Just like a very earthy, and I feel like with the Buzz Lightyear kind of space, goes into with that.
Okay, I'm going to give you another scenario. You ready? It's 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, and you are the secretary for Donald Rumsfeld. Hard job. And you're just trying to take the edge off. You're just trying to get through the workday, but you still need to kind of be up. You know what I'm saying? What are you smoking on?
Definitely going to be smoking on the Maui Wowie, just because it's going to take the edge off of your anxiety, but it's a really nice like mood booster. Yeah. You're watching C900 TV.
1, 2, 3, chug. You want to do a chug off?
You familiar with Breeze Canada?
No, this is the first time knowing about it. Would you like to do an interview with us? I know you're a busy man right now.
I'm also really high. So my boss is going to see this, so I got to make sure I get my facts right.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So over in Michigan, out of Warren, where we do our manufacturing distribution, we hold a standard on these pens. Okay. There is a less than 1% failure rate. We do high spec testing that's not even asked for by the state. So we stand by our product. We don't let a bad product go out. We have basically no turnover rate. I believe no turnover rate, but just for save my own ass, I'm gonna say basically, because like I said, I'm really high and I don't want to make any statements. And then my boss is like, what the hell? I'm pretty sure we have no turnovers. Not that I've ever heard of.
Well, I've not
finished these pens.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't had these before, but my biggest complaint about disposables is I always leave 25% at the end that I can't get rid of.
Absolutely. No, you'll get to the end of this pen. Maybe have to recharge it, but we have very dependable charging units in our batteries. We use the same hardware as the trusted Breeze nicotine, the Breeze Smoke, right? But we have a contract with them for the hardware and the share of the name. But it's our product, and we stand by it. It's great, yeah.
And why don't you go ahead and tell the folks what is the flavor or strain you are looking forward to the most in this upcoming year?
This upcoming year, Blue Dream. It's our live resin coming down. Actually, I think, coming out soon, very soon. All right, we got 3 new live resins hitting the shelves soon. All right, Blue Dream. I did a little R&D on it, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I can't wait.
Quality assurance checks out?
Absolutely. You think I would dress up, brand head to toe, if I didn't stand behind this product? You know, a lot of people get their job because they just want to get into the cannabis industry. They don't really care where they end up. I sought out Breeze. Like, I was like, I am determined. I got out of the factory job, and I was just like, I'm getting into cannabis. I'm going to go for Breeze. And I literally, any position they would allow. I was like, let me in. I went in entry level, worked my way up to extraction, and then after I left extraction, now I'm doing merchandising rep for the marketing team. I get to travel to I get to throw a dart at a board every day and go, all right, I'm going to that city and I'm hitting every dispo and making sure our product looks awesome.
Yeah, my boss thinks this is like a real like flower, like tulips and shit.
I have a good answer for that, but I do have a relatable story.
Go ahead.
Last night I was hitching the trailer up from my car from the pre-party that we did, right? And a cop rolled up on me in the parking lot of the Holiday Inn. And I go, oh shit, start going through my paperwork. I'm like, we have a temporary permit for the trailer, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, it's fine. I'm just drinking my coffee. What is Canna? I was all like, oh, Breeze Canna. We're a company coming over for the Flower Expo. And he heard Flower Expo and was like, oh, Cannas, yeah. Those are nice flowers, but you have to dig them up every year. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, we harvest.
Right, yeah. Well, you know, I think you might have to do it a little earlier than a year, but yeah. And he just like drove off. I was just like, oh my God. Woo. This happened a couple times. Cops, some of them just straight up don't know. I had a cop pull me over because of expired tabs on the car for a sec, and he's like looking through it all. He gives me a ticket, and as he's leaving, he goes, what's Canna? I didn't want to correct him, but I did. I was like, cannabis, yeah. And he goes, oh. And he walks away. He still let me alone, though.
Yeah, because he was like, you just added 25 more pages of paperwork to my day, and I don't want to. My dad was a cop. The amount of stories I heard where he was like, I don't want to do that paperwork, just don't do it again.
I'd say just be vague as possible. Yeah. That's going to be my advice after that story. Just be as vague as possible and hope that
Perfect.
They don't know much.
We like to have people look at the camera and say, you're listening to C900 TV, so give it a shot.
You're listening to C900 TV.
I fucked that. I'm high too. No, I fucked it up. You're watching C900 TV.
You are watching C90 TV.
C900.
Dude, now I fucked it up. We are too high for this. You're gonna edit this out, right? Is there a blooper?
We're just having too much fun here, folks. Here, I'll do it arm in arm with you. Let's do it at the same time. You ready?
Yeah. Ready?
You are watching C900 TV. Do you mind if we do a chug off with 2 of these?
I go 2 live resins. Who wants sativa? Who wants indica?
I'll take indica.
I'll take sativa. There you go, folks.
Yeah, should we start with it down? Hands flat on the table?
Hands flat on the table.
Ready?
Flat on the table.
Full palm.
Here comes the chug.
Ready?
Count us off.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I went early. I'm sorry. I'm excited.
3, 2, 1, go! Woo! Some nice techniques out there, all right? Some tried true stoners.
There you go.
Did I win?
Sound off in the comments who won, folks.
I think I clearly won.
You won, dude. I concede.
Respect, bro.
I concede.
Well, we'll do about 5 more. All right, if you don't mind, state your name, what you do, what's going on, shout out, plug your socials too, why not?
You already know, it's your boy Dizzy Lee going crazy. We at it again, out of Peoria. Y'all already know. And Type Flight Security, you already know, of the industry, you know. I protect multiple stores, and I love what I do, and I do local artists, celebrities too, so everybody that knows me, hey, Dizzy Lee, we at it again.
Boom, we're out here. What do you love most about doing security at a cannabis store?
I love it, man, the people. That's the best part, the people, the stoners, us, you know. I love everybody, man. I love protecting everybody, and I love everybody that comes in is always good, positive, you know. I don't ask for nothing better.
Got you. I feel you. I'd say, as a bud tender, have you noticed any trends? Any trends in cannabis, either from a product side that the companies are putting out or from a buyer side? Do you notice people are leaning more towards a certain thing at a certain time?
No, not really. It just, everything's good.
Yeah.
Everything's fresh. Everything's just right, you know, and I don't have any complaints. And all the stores I work at, they don't have any complaints. So the industry keep going. Every brand out there, everybody that's out there, and everybody that's watching, just keep doing what they're doing, man. Keep pushing forward, and let's see a better change, you know, more dispensaries, you know.
Yeah.
So everybody keep doing what they do, and let's get it going.
Bet. What's your hope for the future of Illinois cannabis? I'm from Wisconsin originally, but I lived on the West Coast for a while. I just moved to Chicago a year ago.
Okay.
So I'm used to, California, Seattle,
Right.
where you can walk in, you could fucking eat the bud if you wanted to,
That's true.
And then I come here, everything's behind, you can't see anything, you can't touch anything.
Yeah.
So what's your hope for the growth of weed
prices.
in Illinois, right?
The prices.
I'm with you.
Cut the taxes on it. Let's be honest, it's legal now. So I've been in the industry for a year and a half, and come on, y'all, let's cut the taxes on it. And then let's smoke more. You have less problems if you let it be,
Yeah.
out there more. So let's cut the taxes on it and go from there,
Boom.
And open it, like you said. Why not smell it? We taxpayers, so why not smell it?
Exactly.
Hey, get with it, Dizzy Lee, y'all. We watching C900
100.
TV, y'all. Dizzy Lee, get with it or get lost.
Bet.
Yeah. Cowboy.
Look-
Cowboy stuff.
Well, I'm a rhinestone Camboy. That's my whole thing.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. So we are C900 TV, and obviously I'm looking at this thing. I gotta take a sip off of that. I've seen this on Instagram.
Yeah?
I'm no good with a toothpick in my mouth. But why don't you tell us your name, a little bit about your booth here, and what you're excited about.
Awesome. My name is Tristan Baker. I'm here with Cannabis. It's a awesome booth. It's the parent company to a lot of different brands, Amber, Hetty, 777, Seed and Strain. Now, what's really cool, I'm excited about these vape things. This is lemon slushy. Here's a straw.
Okay.
What's really nice about these is they're live resin, so that means the flower is frozen 30 minutes after it's cut down. This preserves the potency, the flavor, and just the true effects of the plant, as you'll see here. No, you're good. I'm actually really excited about the Hetty gummies as well. These are 5 milligrams a piece. Hell yeah. What's really cool is those are nanolipid technology. That means the THC's wrapped within plant fat, so instead of hitting you in your liver, which most edibles do, it's gonna hit you in your bloodstream. So it's gonna mimic the smoking high instead of trying to battle it like an edible high. Hell yeah.
That is really good tasting. Elliott, get in here, have one of these. It's really sour, I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's great.
That's the sour cherry. There's also a green apple. This is like a nice summer apple. Hell yeah.
This is so good, so good. And so 777 does both these gummies and the Amber product?
So Cannabis is gonna be the people who do this. Cannabis is the parent company. These are their sub-brands.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
And if I wanted to get one of these guys right here, where would I get one of those?
One of the devices?
Yeah.
I got you. It's called Randy's.
Oh, I know Randy's. Yeah. I know Randy's. You know IneedHemp.com? I'm not even joking. I go there.
I haven't heard of this yet.
That's where shouts out Divine Tribe Vaporizers.
Hell yeah.
What was your name again?
Tristan.
Tristan, it's great to meet you.
You're watching C900 TV.
So Wade, we talked briefly. I told you my life story. I am a Kana.
Yes, sir.
That's what I've always wanted to ask somebody.
And now you had the opportunity.
And now I am a Kana convert. Okay.
Absolutely.
I used to live in LA. I was not a fan of cannabis, not a fan of weed. I'm from Wisconsin. I'm not going to tell you my life story. Anyways, was not a fan of weed. The nano gummies I found so amazing. They really made me a convert, and now I smoke too much weed. So I'm super excited to see you here in Illinois, because I moved here about a year ago, and I've just been kind of looking for a replacement ever since, and I haven't been able to find one. So you said you're new to Illinois. I just threw a lot on you. I am so sorry.
That's all right.
So I feel like I'm... Whoa.
Yeah, so first off, it was great to hear that you had that experience with our products, which is, I love hearing that. That kind of makes it all worth it for us. I love hearing that. That kind of makes it all worth it for us. So your experience is, warms my heart.
Yeah.
So we are fairly new to Illinois. We've been here live in market for almost 12 months now. But we actually started in Los Angeles in 2015. We are the first fast-acting edible in the cannabis industry. So our nanotechnology is absolutely amazing. Essentially, our gummies are known as the best fast-acting edible on the West Coast and rapidly becoming that way known here in Illinois. Our nanos kick in 15 minutes. We also have our doctor-formulated line of effects gummies, which are a ratio gummy, but it's not a regular ratio gummy. We have a PhD doctor on staff that formulates those. We also use coactives in those gummies as well. In addition to that, we launched our line of vapes here. I founded the vape division of our company out of Las Vegas. I was operating the market out there for several years, and then I relocated back to Illinois to stand up operations for Kana here. So I'm kind of leading the charge here in this state. And we just dropped our fast-acting rosin belts, which is a product unlike any other in the state of Illinois right now. So there are 4 strips. Each strip is 25 milligrams of fast-acting rosin. They kick in about 10 to 15 minutes. They are perforated into 5 milligrams if you want to break out low dose and dose up. But it's great because you know right where you're at with our gummies pretty quickly. As you said, you felt the high kick in quick.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, everybody, I'm like, hey man, I'll take the Pepsi challenge. You want to see if they kick in? They actually kick in.
Yeah, no, they do.
So,
they do.
yeah.
And in a way too, where it's not just all at once, you know, but it is kind of a quicker, where you're just like, oh, I'm here. And it felt like I could get adjusted easier, and then be like settled in and all right.
That's the goal. We kind of go for looking to, basically make a flower high and an edible where it kind of comes on gradually, comfortably, but you're not waiting around either.
Exactly.
Right? So that's really the key. But
Perfect. Yeah,
man, we use all natural ingredients, and we're very proud. We have a lot of big things planned this year. Currently, we are the fastest growing edible in the state of Illinois.
Let's go.
So,
I love to hear that. Awesome. Well, I am excited. You said you just rolled out the belts.
Belts just started on. They hit shelves about 2 months ago.
Okay.
So the biggest problem is keeping them in stock right now for dispensaries.
I believe it. I mean, anytime someone would come over or I would travel, Bennett and I both do comedy, so I would travel for stand-up and stuff. Anytime I'd bring the nanos with me, I'd give one to someone, and they immediately, you got more of those? Can I get some more? So I'm excited to see it out here.
I'd love
and the
to hear
belts, I'm excited.
Love to hear
Thank you for taking some time, stepping away for us.
Absolutely. I appreciate you talking to me.
I got one kind of fun question.
Sure.
So our boss thinks that this is an actual flower convention, like tulips and everything like that.
Sure.
Do you have any flower tips or sort of buzzwords I could say to make him think that this really was if he asks?
I'm just going to throw out some buzzwords for you.
Go ahead.
Poinsettia. Stargazer. Lily. Soil, of course.
Soil,
of course. Let's talk soil. What's your mulch situation? All right, buddy.
Yeah, so you want to talk flowers, buddy? You got to start with the mulch, okay?
That's about my extent of the flower world. So you're watching C900 TV.
We're Culinary Canico. We have brought in the third aisle to your normal dispensaries that only offer pre-made edibles or beverages or flour. Instead, we have that extra aisle, which is the ingredient segment. I come from an industry where I used to buy and import hundreds of thousands of pounds of raw food ingredients from refiners and sell to manufacturers like Hostess, Frito-Lay, Tootsie Roll. And I decided that once we had the opportunity in Illinois to apply for cannabis, why don't we let people
make their own food instead of predetermining sugar-loaded or month-old baked goods. So we offer products that are very basic that can be used for people that have dietary restrictions like gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, sugar-free. Not every single option that we have has all of these categories, but there are options within our brand. So we offer sachets that are 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, coconut oil, and olive oil. And those, also the coconut oil can be used transdermally for a massage, but as well as being eaten. And so with this tablespoon, we have 12.5 milligrams of THC, and it's been stripped of its terpenes so that it doesn't have that cannabis taste. The high is very euphoric, clean, and clear. It hits in 3 to 5 minutes, so people don't really have a problem of overdosing because they don't have to wait for that typical 45 minutes. The reason because of that is it is absorbed through the SEDS technology that we use is absorbed through the lymphatic system instead of the normal digestive tract. So so we're bringing these oils, and then we have a sachet of honey as well. We sell those in 4-packs and 8-packs, and then we have custom dosed pre-mixed boxes of waffle, cookies, brownies, and birthday cake, funfetti birthday cake. So those are our options there. They're custom dosage, meaning you can have a cupcake with 2.5 milligrams or 10 milligrams in it, depending on following the instructions on the back. We do have a new product coming out that is a click dose pen. It is water soluble and also stripped of its terpenes in the Culinary Canico line. And that can be used, each click is 3.5 milligrams, and it can be used in any beverage or food. We do have a sparkle glitter, edible glitter version for drinks for those that want to make mocktails. And then we're releasing a new line called Nightlife, and it's about choosing your own nightlife. We're launching with a duo vape where you can click from one side to the other between sativa and an indica, or you can have another click and do a hybrid, depending on if it's day or night, or you're feeling up or down. We also are going to have to match that with the terps, obviously, on this Nightlife brand. We have another click dose pen that's going to be released that is the same, water soluble, but with terps, as opposed to the Culinary Canico click dose pen. And again, that can be used in any food, any beverage. It's about the size of a chapstick. Hits in 3 to 5 minutes through the lymphatic system. And it fits all those dietary restrictions. So we're really bringing this to the people so they can make things that fit with their cultural needs and their dietary needs. And the idea is for them to create their own culinary magic, and we totally want to get into your pantries. That's our trademark. So we have waffles here. We have waffles here. They're 2.5 milligrams, and they're just part of our waffle mix to show the versatility of what we have. We also have brownies and cookies here. Those are uninfused. We had a honey lemonade where the honey was infused as well. Again, with that 3 to 5 minute onset. Just showing how easy you can take this to your home. And please do. We are woman-owned, self-funded, social equity. We made it here. We're fighting the big guys. I wrote the story. You got to finish it. You're watching C900 TV.
That's the best one yet.
So we work with Dr. Consulter, and he helps everybody in Illinois get their medical card. He's responsible for most of the medical cards in the industry, and he also risks his medical license in order to do that for a lot of people. So it's really cool to be working with him. He does a lot of medical-based stuff. We got some gummies that are some ratio with CBD, CBG, CBN, all those fun guys. We also make 2-gram vapes. We have the disposables that are on the market right now, and we have 1-gram 510 threads and 2-gram 510 threads coming out, which is really exciting. And we also have RSO that's coming out really exciting too, hopefully by 420. So
beautiful. So we've been asking people kind of like beautiful pairings, right? So would you consider yourself like an expert on like different strains or that kind of stuff?
I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but but I do know a thing or two about some indicas. I do.
Okay, well, we'll take it. So here's some scenarios, and I want you to just tell us, like, what's the perfect smoke for before, after, just kind of like paint it out, you know? Okay, so it's New Year's Eve, and you're going to a party at your boyfriend's house, and it's like, it's a costume thing, but it's like, it's not really a costume thing. People are just kind of like wearing slutty stuff, you know?
Right.
And so you're like kind of annoyed by the friend group, and you just want to get through it, but it's still New Year's Eve, so you want to stay up and you want to party. What are you smoking? How are you ingesting?
I am taking a CBD gummy to relax my whole body and chill out. Anything mixed with CBD is good for anxiety and stressful situations like that. So, and I also would do anything with CBG because CBG helps induce moods and stuff like that. So,
Man, okay, let's do another one. It is you're going to work. It's Tuesday. It's 9 a.m. You're going to work at the iron mill, and you hate your job, and you hate your boss, and you just want to get through. You don't have to be that present. You just want to get through. What are you smoking? What are you eating?
I am smoking a strawberry cough full 1 gram cartridge right before I walk through the door.
The whole 1 gram cartridge?
The whole thing.
Oh my, that's an absolute chimney of a smoke there.
Yes, yeah. You need it.
That's a great answer. Okay, last description here. Okay, you are at the top of the Burj Khalifa. You know the Burj Khalifa? You're at the top of it. Okay, and you're watching Toy Story 3. Floor-to-ceiling windows, the most beautiful view you've ever seen. What are you smoking? What are you eating? How are you ingesting?
I am going to smoke a Pineapple Express, 1 gram pre-roll probably, to laugh my ass off while I'm there. Talk to Woody and Buzz while I'm doing that. Yeah.
Hey, you're an expert for sure.
You're watching C900 TV.
Folks, we're here today with Mario and his eye-catching, attention-stealing backpack. It's got the eye of everyone at the Flower Expo, and we got him here, folks. Mario. All right, Mario, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how you got to make this backpack.
So check it out. My name's Mario. I'm from the south side of Chicago, and how I got to make this book bag is that I'm part of Bonsai Bakery. I'm co-founder of Bonsai Bakery, which is an ornamental cannabassier. We've specialized doing like canna bonsai. We do canna bonsai 101s where we teach how to do hemp plants, and we wire them and we do them in the style of bonsai. We don't use like the traditional like bonsai techniques. We kind of like we're kind of like creating our own lane. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like the ornamental part of like the hemp industry.
Got you. So these are like kind of designer hemp plants with like a mold, you're saying? Yeah. Okay, I fuck with that. And so this backpack, you were just like, I need some way to plug my stuff, or like how'd you come to this backpack specifically?
Well, the idea was originally for like festival season. So like, and then we just came up with it the past few days, and this is prototype 1, and then we're gonna do some adjustments to it.
Hell yeah! And so the other guy, David, are you guys working together on this?
He works with me. He's just sporting the bag for me today.
He's just a pretty face. Yeah. David's just one of those little backpack wearing sluts. I know the type, Mario. So bro, okay, so you tell us a little bit more about your business and kind of like what some of the more elaborate designs you have with that sort of thing.
We're a horticultural think tank, right? And our main goal is just to normalize cannabis in the household by turning it into a house plant, pretty much.
Gotcha. And so like these plants don't flower or anything?
Flower, but we don't promote the consumption side. We're promoting the ornamental value of the plant.
Beautiful. And where are you located in the city? Do you have a physical location?
We don't have a physical location. We're just a pop-up right now.
Okay, great. Tell people where they can find you online.
Bonsaibakery.com or on Instagram, bonsaibakery.club.
Great, man. We'll be in contact. I really...
You're watching C900 TV.
My name is Ellison. I'm a youth organizer with the Cannabis Equity Illinois Coalition.
Awesome. What does that mean?
So we are a cannabis nonprofit. We work in cannabis policy. We do free record expungements, community engagements, know your rights trainings, those kinds of things.
That is so cool. So you do that just with the youth, or is that just sort of an
It's across the city. You know, we have a policy team that goes down to Springfield and does work there. So we're kind of across the state.
Okay, awesome. How long have you been involved with
I've been involved. I actually just hit a year
Okay,
this month.
awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. So I started on the youth team, and we've grown from a team of 3 to now like 5 or 6. So it's really awesome.
That's
we're doing
so
great
cool.
work.
So you gave this to Bennett. I have never seen anything like this before. Talk us through what it is.
So this is a stash bag. They're lockable and smell proof. So the key or the little zippers go into the locks right here. You set your own code and then you lock it. You mix up the numbers. You can't get into it. So they're lockable. They're smell proof. Police need a warrant to get into it once it's locked. So you can keep as much as you want in here. And then on the back here, it just says that it's funded in part with the Department of Human Services. So we pass these out through the state of Illinois. So they're all known and approved by like the state entities.
Awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I think more people should be doing this. Getting the correct information out there, the right information. Is there any piece of information besides all the ones you just gave that you wish was more out there that you would like to share that more people should know?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean, like, you can go to our Instagram page. We show a lot of great stuff there. Canna Equity Illinois on Instagram. You know, we have a whole, like, policy section in our bio. What we really need is people to sign witness slips for pieces of legislation that we co-sponsor and support. So if you go to our Instagram and our link tree in there, you can sign a witness slip and we'll walk you through all the steps for that. But it's a great way to get involved in local policy and just to understand the issues that are going on that pertain to people that consume cannabis in the state of Illinois.
Awesome. Plug that Instagram. Let people know where they can fill that out.
Definitely. It's Canna Equity IL. You're watching C900 TV.
So, Polly, we've just been going around asking people what they're about. So we know about the volcano, and I've smoked Savvy before. But why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're excited about? Does Savvy have any new products that you're really amped for?
Yeah, definitely. So one of them is actually right here. It's called the Savvy Strut. Okay. It is our new all-in-one 2-gram disposable. Okay. So what's really cool about it is that it's got an NFC chip, which you're able to tap into your phone. It'll pull up information about the vape, information about Verano, Savvy, and a sweepstakes, which I'll tell you about in a second. It's also got no clog technology and no burn technology. So that way it won't clog on you. When it gets towards the end, it won't burn on you. And the sweepstakes that we're doing is actually a Lollapalooza giveaway. So one person is gonna be able to win 2 free Lollapalooza tickets for all 4 days. Hotel, food, transportation, everything is gonna be covered for the whole 4 days for you and a friend. All you gotta do to sign up is buy a Savvy Strut.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
A 2-gram vape is no joking.
That's what I'm saying.
That's nice, man.
But I think the volcano is ready for you.
Oh, thank goodness.
There you are.
It smells like pizza. Is that just my excitement, or is that pizza?
No, I think that's
a
bunch
it's
of
pizza
right there. So what you're smoking right now is going to be Layered Cake by Savvy, which is testing at 31%.
Wow, that's great. I really like that. I really, really like that.
Yeah, it's very smooth and everything too, and I really like it. It's a good indica right before bed as well. I really, really like this strain. It's a good strain. If you're looking for a good sativa, my personal favorite, B52 Bomber.
Okay.
Great sativa strain.
Nice. Okay, B52 Bomber, dude. Drop that nuke, dude.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
So, Polly, Savvy, Verano, I'm not aware. What are all the brands under this umbrella?
Yeah, so Verano is the umbrella company, and under Verano we're going to have different brands. We're going to have our Reserve line, which is our top of the line premium flower. Under Verano Reserve, we're going to have the Essence brand, which is going to be our middle tier. Time is of the essence. We just came out with some barrel roll pre-rolls as well, 7-pack. Smokes very, very well. And then under Essence, we have our Savvy line, which is our customer budget-friendly line, which is also going to be our bulk flower line. So the Essence and the Reserve are only going to be available in the 8s, but with Savvy we have the 7s, 14s, and 28s as well. So the Savvy is what you're smoking just now. Then we have our 2 edible lines, which are going to be our Encore and our Bits. And then we're going to have our On the Rocks, which is our live rosin brand, so no butane, everything's going to be solventless. And then lastly is going to be Avexia, which is our medical line. So we're going to have our lotion, the balm, tablets, Epsom salts, a lot for our medical patients. Okay. So a lot of different brands under the Verano umbrella, but they all deserve love. They all deserve love.
Got you. All right, well, we've been asking people questions. You seem like a bit of an expert. Would you consider yourself kind of a sommelier, you know, like strain-wise?
I would say, so I'm still kind of new-ish to the industry. Been about it for a year now, a little over a year. So I'm still learning every day, but I've been using cannabis for as long as I can remember, so I would like to think I'm an expert, but what kind of questions you got?
We're just going to ask you we're just going to ask you a couple situations, and you tell us what you would smoke in that situation. All right? Grateful Dead, Madison Square Garden, Jerry Garcia's back alive, and there's 2 of them. What are you smoking?
Ooh. I'm going to go with Yum Yum. Okay. It's a hybrid leaning sativa. Okay. I'm going to go with that because when I'm out and about, I want to be aware. I want that sativa in me. So I recommend sativa. The Yum Yum is... Yeah, Yum Yum or the B52. I would lean towards the Yum Yum.
Okay, and last one, all right? You're in the Florida Keys. You're sitting on the beach watching a beautiful sunset with your stepson, and you guys are sharing a joint of what strain?
I'm gonna do layered cake. I'm gonna say the layered cake because you know why? Like I said, it's that indica. That's gonna want to make you relax, sink it to the couch. Even though it's got that fruity taste, you know, you're on your beach, you want something fruity. I would go with a layered cake. You're watching C900 TV. My name is Paulie with Verano, and I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Y'all already know who I am. I'm Bennett, and we're here with Aiden. And Aiden's going to tell y'all a little bit about his company. Why don't you just give us the rundown?
Yeah, so the quick rundown, we're Z's Rolling Papers. We're on a mission to promote artists with the cannabis industry. So each of our products, we do mostly rolling papers, are designed by a different artist who gets a commission on the sale of each booklet. We just crossed $65,000 given to artists so far. And, you know, we're just out here at Flower Expo trying to make new partners and build the platform.
Beautiful. And are you guys based out of Chicago?
No, we're actually Boston-based. So we have a couple customers out here, a couple partners that we work with in Illinois and Chicago mostly, but Boston and New England's kind of where most of our kind of original base was.
Got you. And are the artists that you work with mostly on the East Coast too, or just scattered about?
Yeah, so that's a good question. It's a mix. We basically have a submission portal on our website. Our Instagram DMs are always open, and you could email me even. And so we're always getting submissions. We tried to focus initially on through Instagram connecting with artists. So we have some artists that are from Australia, from Mexico City that are kind of some of our original artists. And then we looked local, so we have some Massachusetts-based artists, but we actually just worked with an artist from Chicago here, and we were kind of working with artists from around the country now, so kind of a mix of everything.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, that's a very interesting product. You guys do rolling trays too, it looks like?
With the cover, so you have like protection, so if it's windy out, or you got to put it in your backpack, or you got dogs running around, whatever it might be. And then we also do cones as well. And we're actually out in Illinois looking for a partner to do the homie pack with, which we do in Massachusetts and New Jersey, which comes with pre-ground flour and then like a mystery pack of Z's papers, so it's like a ready-to-roll kit. But yeah, so that's what we do. And,
beautiful. Yeah. So we've been asking people a couple of questions. So just some rapid-fire kind of classic cannabis. We've been arguing ice bong versus hot bong. Have you ever hot bonged?
I have hot bonged, and I would probably go with an ice bong.
Ice bong, okay, word. We're running some new terms, and so we're trying to get these to catch on as like ways to smoke weed. So you tell us if this is going to catch on or not. What about, we're going to start calling it Steam the Mystic Vegetable. What do you think about that?
Steam the, I mean, I could see it. I could see it in certain situations. I don't know if it'd be your go-to, but you know.
Okay. What about calling a joint a jizzy?
I see no reason not to.
You think it'll take off? A jizzy to the lips.
Like a glizzy.
But a chizzy.
But a chizzy. I mean, yeah, I could see it popping.
Okay, it's got wheels. How about this one? Okay, so we've been doing, you know about wake and bake, of course, but there's nothing for the past tense, woke and boke. So we're promoting boke. How do you feel about boke as a term?
Boke used to be a term that I would use a lot. I don't know why, but I used to say boke to smoke. Yeah, with my boys. So
we've been saying it too.
I guess you're so far into the future, it's already happened.
Maybe it's like we've been smoking together this whole time. You know? How old are you?
I'm 26.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put. That was so at you. Okay, but boke. So boke, we have a winner.
Yeah, boke. I think you've made it. You're watching C900 TV.
But I actually found out about you guys through another YouTube show called Respect My Region that came in and did a little profile on you.
Tour, yeah.
And one thing that really stood out to me was you guys really seem to care and put that quality, and say we're not necessarily going for the biggest yields, the biggest money that we can get. It's the product. And I think that's something that really stands out nowadays, not just in cannabis, but in any industry. A lot of people go for the quick money, so I'm really happy to run into you guys here. And if you could let people know who you are, sort of what you're up to. Sorry, I just dropped a lot on you.
No, that's awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
My name is Bo. I'm the Director of Sales for Redemption Botanicals. I'm the Director of Sales for Redemption Botanicals. I've actually been in the industry for over 15 years. I moved to Colorado to get access to medical in 2010. And I actually met our director of cultivation around that time, who moved out there at the same time. So one of my best friends, one of my oldest friends, our resin extractor in the lab, James, actually used to be my roommate back then. Marshall, our CEO, spent time in Boulder, worked with Mile High Melts. Our management team has over 100 years of experience between everybody that's in there. And we all got started seeking access. I'm from New Orleans originally. So I moved out there to get access to medical. Cannabis saved my life, and once that happens, there's not really anything else you can do with your life. So we've all done our own thing in the industry, worked all over the country in different areas and different markets, and we came back together for this project because we're trying to do something really special for Illinois, bring that old school mentality, all of our relationships. We built an absolute spaceship of a facility down there that you saw on that tour. We've got a really great team between everybody that we brought in and all the local crew down there. So really exciting to see things take off right now.
Awesome. Yeah. What do you guys have to show? What are you showing anything new? Any flagships? Sort of what do you got?
Yeah, so the majority of our product is going to be that Redemption flower. Right now we're doing 8s and 1 gram pre-rolls. Soon we're actually going to have half-ounce bags of smalls that we're really excited about. We recently launched our concentrate line, so live resin and live rosin under Redemption, also working with Mile High Melts out of Colorado on the rosin side. And then we also just dropped our live resin and live rosin vapes as well.
Okay, wow.
We also do all of DNA Genetics product in the state, so good friends with those guys, working really close with them to bring some fire out. And then we do the Cheech and Chong vape cartridge line.
Oh, okay. I've seen those. The Cheech and Chong vape cartridges. They do those. They do that. I'll tell you later. So our boss thinks that this is an actual flower convention, like tulips and shit. Do you have anything, if he asks me what I learned about flowers, do you have a buzzword, a tip, anything I could just say to make him think that, we didn't just come to a weed expo all day?
So orchids and cannabis are the only two things on the planet that actually produce all possible terpenes that are available on the planet. So the same limonene that gives a lemon its smell is the same limonene that's in a Jack Herrera or Jack Frost type strain, or in an orchid that actually smells of lemon. Same thing with lavender, all these things. So yeah, orchids actually produce the same amount, the same range as cannabis.
Wow, that's actually really cool. And that actually reminds me of another question. Is there a piece of information that you wish would be more out there, more widespread, that you want more consumers to know? Because I know right now, a lot of people are going for the highest THC. And
terpenes are more important than THC. You can get a strain, you can get some flower that has 32% THC, and when you open the jar, it smells like hay. It's the equivalent of walking into a bar and ordering a warm shot of Everclear, saying, I just want the strongest thing. I don't care about my experience or my enjoyment. A lot of times you can find a strain with 20% THC with 2 or 3% terpenes that you're going to enjoy so much more than that 32. You're watching C900 TV.
We were talking to folks in line outside, and the people behind us said the number one thing we should check out is IC Collective. They said, go there first. So we actually came here second after coffee, but we're here. And so why don't you just tell us a little bit about your company, the starts of it, and all that stuff?
The company started in California, and we came up through Medical 215. The strains we've been growing, since the late 90s. ChemDog is our main thing. And we just used, as weed progressed, we held on to our gear and crossed it with the modern things, right? And so we did Girl Scout cookies the first time in 2012, made Chem Scout, won an award, and then realized that we can, do this thing. And we just started making genetics that are truly for ourselves and our company. And California, we were one of the first licensed cultivation and distribution, and it was hard. It was hard. And we ended up burning down in California right as we won the license here. So right now California's on pause while we work out here.
Gotcha. So all your growing is done in Illinois currently?
Right now it is, yep.
Gotcha. And I understand you guys are all sour diesel and chem based, right? So,
like I said before, ChemDog is the strain that I'm in love with, and that's one of my really good friends, the person ChemDog. And so we just breed with that strain, right? And then now we're in our own lane. So all this competition, we have something that we've had for almost 30 years, and then we just expand on that one terpene profile, right? So Illinois' pheno hunt was based off sour, and so we brought 18 sour crosses, and I think we're running 12 plus the strains that we brought from California that we have in tissue culture there.
And what's the new strain of 2025 that you're most excited about?
2025, right now we're running modified sour times Fog Dog, and we just made Tits times Talac, and they're growing right now. We'll see how it goes.
How do you pick the names?
Then Google search what hasn't been taken yet, and then go from there. But so the names and the right. So I have an art degree, and so I treat each project like an art project. Right? It's designed, it's made, it's refined, and then after we like it, select it. We give it a name, then we give it the artwork to brand the strain. And so we have an artist in California, Maxfield Bala, that does all the illustrations. I come up with the names and the idea for the picture, and then he turns it into all this awesome branding.
Beautiful. Well, we really like what you created here.
This is IC Collective on C900.
Hey!